Claudia, you have been following a few trails. The first trail you were following was that of a Lamia named Morag, whom you were investigating within the context of your research into the drug Medusa that had been created by Aegis, the corporate hunters. And somehow the Lamia was involved with this. And chasing her down, you ended up finding a strange kind of crime scene where apparently someone had been attacked. It's not clear who, as there were no bodies. But you found evidence of what the La Sombra Armada told you was a true Bruja. You did some research on the true Bruja, visiting with Nicholas, a La Sombra who knew a lot about a lot of stuff. And you discovered that these true Bruja tend to show up somewhere just before that place goes to hell, or just before things fall apart there. You continued up your investigation in that case and ended up at the bar, Hurley's, to meet Fiona, the only Bruja that you could have a contact with in Montreal. Whilst there, you and Fiona shared some notes on certain things, and she asked you to look into a matter for her little investigation that she needed done. You were shown a business card. She said that she, when you found her, she had been interrogating a human named Tristan, and had found out from Tristan that what had led him to commit the crimes he had committed was a book that he'd had in his possession for a while. The book had been purchased by one of his clients named Ashmore, and the only thing he had left of, or that he had as point of contact, was a business card that Fiona gave you and asked, in your capacity as an investigator, if you would take a look into that and try to find out who this Ashmore is. Perhaps through curiosity or through her wanting to give you a boon for it, however you worked it out, you decided to take a look into that. And that's where we're going to start with tonight in a moment here. Meanwhile, Arkham, a lot's been going on with you also. Most recently, you attended a Primogen meeting with a number of other people. During this Primogen meeting, the Primogen of your clan, Anaika, who you know, in fact, is or was a member of the Sabbat, and who has introduced you to a man named Alexander Ross, who, to help you out, hit you over the head with a shovel and buried you to the ground, forcing you to claw your way out. It has changed you. It has affected you, this little experience of yours at their hand. It has given you the ability a little bit to control your temper, perhaps? Let's call it that for now. But you're still unclear exactly how it's supposed to help you in the long run, or exactly what did happen. For his help, Alexander asked that you find someone named Annabelle in Montreal, a kindred. Not too long after, at this Primogen meeting, you were asked by the Prince, Prince Van Horn, a member of your clan, to find Annabelle for her. Both you and Anika were directed to find Annabelle and bring her to the Prince. You were in a bit of a pickle there. You could only bring the person to one person, after all this. You managed to make a clone or something. But we're going to find out tonight exactly what the first steps with that are going to be. It's been a few nights since all of that. So I would like to start tonight by asking you, Arkham, what's been going on? What have you been doing? What's kind of going through your head? What's Arkham's state of mind currently with all these things kind of going on, all these things that have happened to him? Tell us a little bit about where he's situated.
I think right now there's been a lot of personal isolation, like within his home and within his business. he's been taking the opportunity to speak to whomever who comes through the gallery or the museum to maybe gauge a little bit more information, but I feel like he's not really coming up with anything solid. That coupled with Constance just being a brand new kindred, kind of taking them through the motions of what to do, what not to do, and how to do certain things, and especially within the status that they hold, ways to go about certain things. We don't have to dig in the dirt, so let's try not to, type deal. Pun intended. Yeah, but no, he's it's very isolated right now.
I need to update that little character card. Since she's no longer a ghoul, you did embrace her. How do you feel that Arkham's been handling the changes in him recently? What you've discovered is that you are a lot more able to control now your change. You used to flip out and kind of lose control, but now you realize that you've kind of started developing the ability to decide whether or not you slip into that other persona. Now, once you're in that persona, that's it. You are in that persona and you can't just turn it off. You have to satisfy it, but you can decide to slip into it or not a bit more at will than you used to before. Has that changed Arkham in any way, or his approach to things, or what do you think he's thinking about that?
Absolutely. I in the beginning, in the first, I would say, like, day or so, it was a struggle. It was a huge tug of war between him and his beast, to where there were some that he lost, and we're back at square one. We have to clean everything up and keep pushing forward. But as that struggle keeps happening, he feels that he is taking a better sense of control. He can see it. He's having conversations with people that are starting to irritate him. His eyes, they don't physically twitch, but he can see the corners of it grow dark, and it has that heartbeat, kind of heartbeat feeling and vibe, and he can see it go a little bit darker and a little bit darker, and he pulls away from it to keep himself within the conversation. To the person that he's speaking to, cool, calm, collected, composed, but inside he is battling himself from ripping this person apart. But that heartbeat gets a little bit easier, a little bit calmer. His eyes don't seem to bug as much as they did before, and even after, gaining the sense of control. I think with those that he works with and interact, they see a big difference in his demeanor and how he speaks to people, how he handles things. It's not softer by any means, but there's not a sense of, this guy's going to kill me right now. Like, I can't say anything. He's gonna fucking flip out. And I think that's taken a lot of people by surprise. A lot of situations that he would be in, to where it would end in violence, ends with a swift dismissal of the conversation and him leaving that potential conflict.
Excellent. And whilst you're doing all of that, Claudia, you have been following up the only trail you have, which is, I was just saying, is this business card with an email address, which is not that much to go on. But you have that. Now, you are finding that the trail of Morag seems to be kind of growing cold. There isn't much to follow on right now in that particular direction. You have this card. Now, Fiona asking you to look into it for you is more about what you can get out of it, what you can get from Fiona, what you can learn, and also perhaps the curiosity of it. But tell us a little bit what's going on with Claudia, what's in her mind at this particular point, as she's kind of at this strange crossroads where one trail has grown cold, but she's been given this other thing to perhaps follow.
Claudia doesn't like when there's only one path. She is someone who appreciates multitudes, different branches of things. which is why she's been so dedicated to this particular story, this particular case, because it started from one thing, but then there's been just one thing after the other, which after the other, which after the other. But then they all converge into one path. And now it's just been that one path, and it's bothering her with how it's just singular. There's nothing, she can't really look into this garden right now. There's not much to go off of. Does as much as she can. She can't really do much about the true Bruja unless she does this. So she's just frustrated with the singularity of it and hopes that with this card, maybe some more branching paths will be offered to her.
How would you go about investigating this then? How would you go about trying to find some information about this Ashmore fellow with what you have?
She's going to contact her Could Remember Mora. She reached out to her a little while ago in regards to another contact that she had, Thomas Wells. He was looking into trying to get out or maybe be a bit more undercover. So she offered to get him in contact with Mara and see if she's heard from him, and if she has, try to get in contact with Thomas through her and say, just want to check in. I may have a question for you if you have the time.
I think you'll get a response pretty quickly from her. A message back, text message back saying, hey, great to hear from you. How are things in Montreal? How's the investigation progressing?
I wish it was better, but hopefully when I talk to Thomas, it can be improved a bit more.
She says, yeah. She writes back, he got in touch with me. He's kind of an interesting feller. I don't know to what degree I trust him. He seems to be a little bit cagey, but if you need to reach out to him, I can probably put you in touch with him. He's left me a number of ways to contact him. Here, hold on. I'll send you a couple of means to reach him. He spoke fairly well of you, so I would assume that you'd be able to get in touch with him fairly easily. I'm sure he'll take your call, so to speak.
I'm also sure that he is looking into this conversation right now, and he knows that I want to reach out to you. Either way, he knows.
It won't be too long before you'll get a phone call from a number that you don't know. And when you check it out, you hear the voice of the man you'd met on a bus the first time, because, Montreal, public transit and all that. I hear tell that you're looking for me.
I am.
It's good. I wanted to talk to you too, actually.
On the bus again or somewhere else?
I don't think we need to meet on the bus this time, but somewhere quiet. How about the docks? Oh, I know where we're gonna meet. Let's meet by the flower. I forget you're from the South Shore. You know, when you're driving in from the South Shore on the Highway 10 to Montreal, you can see that giant sign in the sky, the Farin 5 Flowers sign.
Yes.
Meet me on the rooftop there. Hour from now?
I'll see you then.
Sounds good. Oh, bring some Timbits.
Okay, fine.
You'll be heading across town, picking up some Timbits, and then hitting up the Farin 5 Roses sign, the rooftop there. Whilst you're on the way there doing that, Arkham, you're at your gallery. You're preparing an exhibit, a new thing. There's someone that's leaving, someone that's coming in. You're kind of just directing things. Constance is in the back dealing with some issue or other. And you hear the front door little bell thing rings. You're closed right now. There shouldn't be anyone kind of coming in, but you hear that little bell ring. And when you walk into the front of house to see who it is, you see Anaika there, and she's staring at one of the paintings that are there. It's this strange kind of underwater scene of cars and people and kind of like an everyday sort of slice of life scene that you would see normally painted maybe on the street or something, but it's underwater, and it has this strange kind of abstract, surrealist kind of quality to it. Maybe not your thing, but she's kind of staring at it as you walk in. It's this giant canvas. It's like almost the size of a wall.
It's an interesting piece.
What is it supposed to mean? Those people underwater and all that, I am not sure I'm getting the meaning of this.
It's not really particularly my taste, but just at quick glance and knowing the artist, I think it's speaking to the monotony of man. All those people, they are, yeah, they're traveling to their destinations, work, home, a date, what have you, and there's nothing exciting about it.
But if they're all underwater, wouldn't they be dead?
That's the point. Slow drown. Oh. In this particular case, it takes time.
That's what's happening to the city, Ark. Slowly drowning.
Honestly, it feels like it's more so going up in a large blaze in some cases.
Also.
Drowning is poetic in a way, right? You're consumed by something that's life-giving. It's dangerous, but it's also peaceful. And so in its own inherent danger, it peacefully takes its penance from you. As opposed to fire, as it can create, it mostly consumes. In order for it to grow bigger and stronger, it needs to be fed. And in order to feed something, you have to have tender. And Montreal is a walking box of tender for what's happening. There's nothing poetic about it. It's carnage.
And what do you think we're doing? Do you think we're adding to this carnage, or do you think we're helping?
Oh, we're most definitely adding to carnage. With every tender, there needs to be something that catches to it, right? It's essentially what tender is, but enhancements. We're the gasoline in the middle of a forest.
I don't know about you, but I hate fire.
I'm not a fan either. What can I do for you?
I've been thinking a lot about our conundrum. About Annabelle, whether we bring her to the prince or whether we
bring him to your friend.
I don't know if I would call Alexander my friend, but he's definitely someone who was important at some point. I've been thinking about it, and I think it's no secret to you that I plan on leaving. That is what I asked Alexander as soon as I brought him Annabelle if he would let me go, and he agreed. And Alexander doesn't give that kind of promise very lightly. He will keep it, but I'm not going to get a lot of wiggle room.
I've been thinking about that a lot too the past few nights, and I do have a problem because where you have the freedom to leave, I have to stay here.
True. So you would rather satisfy the prince?
I would rather find a solution that satisfies both. Do you know why? And I'm sorry, Bleak, remind me their name again.
Which one?
The
prince?
No, Anika's
Alexander?
Alexander. Thank you. Do you know why Alexander needs Annabelle?
Annabelle was our cardinal. She was our ruler, sort of like the prince in the Camarilla, but in the Sabbat. Sabbat of this whole religious thing. She was the cardinal of Quebec City. She was, in fact, the cardinal of Montreal before we got pushed out in the 70s by the Camarilla forces. She, for some reason or another, abandoned her post sometime last year and came here to Montreal to serve some other master, this lady in blue, Calumet.
So Alexander means to give penance.
Alexander means to eat her. Alexander is a zealot. Alexander is a true believer in the Sabbat cause, and he is a follower of Cain, an oddist. He believes all the stories, and this will have been an ultimate betrayal because Annabelle is his sire.
And if we break things down to their simplest forms here with everything that's going on, what do you think the prince is going to do?
I'm not sure what the prince's game is. Do you remember the prince's former lover, flame, Monica Blue, the Malkavian?
Vaguely.
There are a lot of people who thought that her connection to Monica was bad, that some of Monica's madness was seeping into Corinne. When Monica disappeared, Corinne seemed to get better, and one of the reasons why she was backed as prince by the Ventru, amongst other things, was because Monica's influence had been removed. Now, no one really looked into that too closely, but here we are now. Regardless of the fact that she seemed to be doing better after Monica disappeared, Corinne has still been a little strange, a little inscrutable, a little different. It's hard now for me to reconcile who Corinne is with who she was when I first met her in the 80s. She's changed a lot. And I have no clue what her plans for the city are except for what she has told us. This masterpiece of decay that she's trying to build out of it as if this is going to be her chef-d'oeuvre, you know? I don't particularly care for this place. Like I said, I want to leave. My feeling is that if Corinne, Prince Van Horn, gets what she wants, that is only going to be bad for this place. And so you living here are not going to really get much benefit out of us giving her Annabelle.
We could do both.
Assuming that would be a little hard to do, but do you have an idea?
Yeah, we can find Annabelle, give Annabelle over to Alexander, and then tell the prince that Alexander has stepped upon their territory and gained an asset that they were looking for. We point the finger in a direction.
If you do that, you have to know that Alexander will 100% take that as an affront, almost as bad as Annabelle abandoning her post. And if he survives, he will make it his life's work to get back to you.
Which is why we pinned the information drop on someone else.
Your biggest mistake would be underestimating Alexander. Alexander has been leading Sabbat war packs for longer than you have been alive. He is an old hand at all of this. Everything that we do, everything that we are, he has been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and killed everybody else while wearing it. Regardless, The reason I came here tonight is because I think that deciding what to do with Annabelle is pointless until we have Annabelle.
Agreed.
I've heard of a place that I think might be Annabelle's. Now, Annabelle knows me from our time in a sabbat together. She'll spot me a mile away, but you, she doesn't know. I think if you were to go and take a look at this place, see if you can pick up any information, see if she's even there, that would be a good start.
Okay. What was the name of the place?
It's called the Fourth Wall. See, in Quebec City, Annabelle ran this club called Dagobert. It's where she hunts. I think this is the place that she has chosen here. It's on Saint Denis Street. I don't know exactly where it is. You're going to have to shake your contacts and get the info. It's kind of a speakeasy style cabaret, a little bit hidden, so you're going to have to ask around a little bit. She does prefer hunting ground open to humans, and she has a predilection for drinking from humans drunk on absinthe, if that helps.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Understood. The artistic type, I feel.
Well, Annabelle's a ventrue. She's more of the
Stuffy.
pretender to the throne type, but
Yeah.
she likes her meals to be well sauced.
Don't we all? And I, excuse me, Anika can sense that this conversation is going smoother than expected. It's almost pleasant between the two of them.
Narrow her eyes and she'll say, "How have things been with you, Arkham?"
Exhausting. Extremely exhausting.
Work or?
Yes.
How have things been since our little encounter with Alexander? Any changes?
Same. Very much so. Blood feels brighter. Nights seem to last forever. It's beauty. It's a dance of the macabre. It's fucking shit. Okay, it's a struggle every day, but I'm managing.
You need goals, my dear friend. You need goals. You need something to work towards. This is great. A little art shop you've got here, a gallery. This is
it's a bit
great.
more than an art shop, please.
Your work as a critique is nice. As a critic is nice. All those things are nice, but those are holdovers from who you were before. You need to figure out what the new Arkham wants out of the night, because there are many of them ahead of you, hopefully. You need to start thinking about what's going to make them worthwhile.
I'll give it some thought. I appreciate the advice.
Find the fourth wall. Check if she's there. Let me know tomorrow what you found out. If you find her, we'll make a plan for getting our hands on her. No use worrying who we're giving her to until we have her in hand.
Will do. I'll make sure to get you information.
It's worth noting that we don't really know what she's been up to or who she's been hanging out with, but it's clear that she's made some strange friends, so I'd be wary in that place.
Got it.
Have that wrapped up and sent to my place, and send me the bill.
Absolutely. We'll have it to you before the evening's out, actually.
Excellent. That's what I like about you, Arkham.
Yeah.
Always so on the job.
Someone's gotta be. And then he turns to look back at that portrait, as I assume, as Anika's walking out. And he calls out to her and he goes, does running from Alex feel like drowning? Or does it feel like you're being set ablaze?
I've been under someone's thumb for my entire existence, even before I was as I am now. It was masters, it was lovers, it was my sire, the Sabbat, Alexander, the prince here, my cover. I've never tasted freedom, and so it's difficult for me right now to make the difference between that and all the other flavors in the night. So, rain check on answering?
Don't need to. I think you understand this painting more than you realize.
I hope I get to the point where I feel like I can destroy it.
You have a good evening.
Good luck. She exits, leaving you alone in your little gallery with the people around you, little worker bees moving about through and through, setting the place up. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, he sets the order to make sure that it does get to Anika's place, or their supposed haven, before the night's over. And then he asks one of them, where's Constance? And he doesn't care where she is. She needs to be in my office now.
I'll see to it, boss, and someone hustles out to get her. And whilst you head off to your office to meet Constance, we cut across the city. One of the most infamous sites in Montreal is the Farine 5 Roses sign, the big red neon letters that still stand above a building that is not at all connected to that company anymore. But it's one of the unmistakable sites in Montreal. Getting up there was not easy. Not easy. You had to work hard, and you're almost busting a sweat by the time you finally climb the last little bit of it and are rewarded with an incredible view of Montreal in the nighttime. As you take it all in, you hear footsteps nearby, someone clearly announcing themselves. It is worth the climb, isn't it?
If you were to ask me when I was still mortal, I would punch you in the throat. But
My.
Mainly because I just don't like putting effort in climbing. But new abilities makes it a bit easier, so I give you 10 bits instead.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. And the Nosferatu, Thomas Welch, reaches out and grabs the container, and just as he's about to open it, he goes, "Are these all for me, or am I sharing?"
All for you.
Queen. He opens them and proceeds to shove them in his mouth. Now, before he does this, he does pull down this mask that he's wearing to hide his face, and you can see that because he's not too old yet, his face is not too disrupted by his Nosferatu blood, but it's very clear that his jaw has started to distend, and he's shoving 5 or 6 timbits at a time in there without any sort of struggle whatsoever. He's like, "Oh, these things, I mean, even now that the way I am, the little chocolate one, I tell you, nothing compares to these things." Thank you so much. That was good. You know, I'm an American, and we didn't have Timbits back home when I grew up. Just Dunkin' Donuts, and Dunkin' Donuts is shit compared to this.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm also from the States.
Oh yeah, where from?
Maryland.
I'm sorry. No,
Maryland's
it's okay.
fine.
I'm from Texas, so that's cool.
Oh,
yeah.
Then my deepest condolences to you.
Yeah. Yeah. But here we are, both of us, on this landmark of a city that's way too cold. Sharing secrets. Like old friends.
Like old friends.
Before we get to your thing, I did want to say, I asked you to do something for me. Look into someone. That thing has been resolved. I'm not going to need you to look into that further. But I thank you for whatever work you've put in already.
No problem.
I assume this is not a pure social call, so what do you have for me?
I mean, I did want to check on you and see how everything was going with Mara, but we can save that for after.
Yeah, well, let's take care of business first, and then we'll sit down, and I saved you a couple of Timbits because I'm not a total fucking pig.
Oh, thank you. But she reaches into her pockets for her wallet, and she takes out the business card. I'm trying to look into anything you know about this Ashmore character.
I don't know anything off the top of my head. I've never heard the name. What else do you have to go on? Just this email address?
The email address is... It's the title of a book from someone that was Lord Ashmole. I'm assuming there is some type of connection just from that alone, but anything else is limited for me to really look into. So I thought, who better to ask?
Than your local Nosferatu. All right, let me check. And he goes over, and from the shadows, he brings back this bag, and he opens it, and there's this whole industrial strength laptop in it, and he's got like satellite uplink and the whole 9 yards, and he sets it up, and it takes him like 10 minutes, and he's whistling as he does. Like, did you know that a couple years ago, well, I'm sure you know this, that Aegis, right, the security company, broke into ShrekNet and took it down?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know they did that right here in Montreal?
Well, look at Montreal being the center of vampire shenanigans, it seems.
Yep, blew it right open. At Nosferatus, they were running it here, the server set up in the basement of the old Victorian hospital, and they just found it, and they sent some guys in. Apparently it was like this top-notch crack team that they had, and they went in there, and they cracked it wide open.
Crack? Top-notch team, eh?
Apparently it was the best of the best. Nobody else could have done it. Shot in a million.
Some beautiful people probably too.
Very good looking. For sure.
No one died. No one named Rat.
Nothing horrible like that at all.
Nothing horrible.
One of the things that happened once they took it down, though, is that we haven't seen this kind of signature that a huge server like that puts off. A couple months ago, City Hall kind of got all uppity and shit, and they got busy passing some new bylaws that restrict the presence of huge server nodes on the island proper to protect the aging power grid, they say. Anyone running crypto or porn or streaming sites got told to move off island, so since then it's been pretty quiet, but there are a couple of places that have sprung up, and I'm checking that out right now. One of the places with intense activity is that pyramid building that's going up on the Gary.
Yeah, that... Every time I see into that, it just makes me think of some trashy Las Vegas casino, but more ominous, which is disturbing.
I mean, Las Vegas is disturbing. Not as disturbing as Reno. Reno is really disturbing, but you know, you do what you can. Anyways, the other place where we've been picking up a lot of signature is around here in downtown Montreal. And he points to a spot on the map. It's on Saint Denis Street. There's some kind of major server site there. We're not sure exactly what it is, but anything that I find here about your email address is that it links back to that server. I don't know about any, what'd you call him, tadpole? I don't know about any tadpole, but this email address is routed through that site. Now if we look here, it appears to be, there's a pizza place, there's a laundromat, a tattoo parlor, and there's a bar. One of those places is housing some serious servers. Probably not the pizza place.
Probably not. The most obvious one would probably be a laundromat. That tends to be a lot, but that's more mobster activity. I don't know if this is mobster. Tattoo, that's kind of judgmental, so I guess the next best thing is going to be a bar.
Might be the bar. It says here it's a private club called the Fourth Wall. It's private. You're going to have to find your own way in it.
Well, I have someone who owns a speakeasy. Maybe he can give me a way in.
Well, you know a lot of people.
I try to make a lot of friends.
Friends are good.
Friends are good.
Friends make everything better. Are we friends?
Are you going to ask me something?
Yo puts the box of 10 bits. I saved you 3.
If you want to consider us friends, I am okay with you considering us friends.
Oh, great. I like that.
What do you want?
Nothing. I honestly, I just want friends. I haven't been the way I am very long. I used to work for Aegis a little while back.
I kind of suspected that.
When things kind of went awry a couple of years ago. After we busted ShrekNet, the Nosferatu didn't take that sitting down. They came after us pretty hard. And I was one of the ones that, I don't know, was lucky, not lucky to survive.
It depends on your perspective of things. So,
still getting used to this, and well, I don't feel like I can really reach out to, you know, my friends and what have you. So you and, you know, your friend in the South Shore is pretty much what I have right now. So I really appreciate you.
of course, I said I was going to help you, and I like to keep my word on things, which is why Mora can help you a lot more if you open up a bit more.
Well, all right, we'll take it a step at a time, if that's okay.
Yeah, at least try. It's not like we have the end of the world to rush us or anything.
I don't know about that. It's feeling pretty end of the world-ish out there these days, not gonna lie.
It is.
I know we haven't heard a lot about Aegis in the past little whiles, and they've been kind of quiet since they killed the Nosferatu prince. But don't count them out. They're still out there. They're still monitoring conversations and whatnot, so do be careful.
I never consider anything to be truly off the table.
Do you know anything about some priests in town?
Have I heard about some priests in town?
I don't know. Have you heard about some priests in town?
I would like to think I have, but we want me to make a roll for it?
Yeah, let's make a streetwise roll. Give me a charisma and streetwise roll.
What is my streetwise? Oh, okay.
I mean, there are always priests in town, but...
There's always priests in town. Do you want me to also roll a rouse check?
Oh yeah, both of you. Go ahead and give me a rouse check, would you?
I'm a little hungrier. 3 successes, no skulls or pips.
Okay. You have heard, I mean, there's priests in town all the time, but you did hear that some of a group of kindred ran into some trouble at the oratory where they apparently encountered some priests, and that these priests managed to kill one of them. It's not really clear exactly who it was or kind of what happened, but you heard that on the grapevine, this scuttlebutt about one of yours, kindred, getting killed by a bunch of priests up on the oratory.
I remember hearing about a kindred getting killed by some priests.
Yeah, that's them. Look, I don't know who they are, but I mean, if they got ages to back down, and they got the power to do what they did. I'll just say I'd be interested in any information you find out on them. So if you come across anything.
Let me double check something real quick. I can tell you that you've heard about the Medusa drug that was going around, right?
Yeah, we made that.
Yeah, I was kind of kidnapped by some ageist people in regards to that, so they are still around, it seems.
Yeah, but that you were part of that whole thing. They got their teeth kicked in, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing I heard about that was that they captured a bunch of kindred who went snooping around, and they transferred them over to Lilisetsa, and then some other powerful kindred stepped through the shadows and made them eat themselves.
It all literally started for looking just for another kindred. Then we stumbled on the drug. I had 2 coterie members that were infected. We were taken. We were found, luckily. And now I'm on this hunt.
Do you know what that was all about? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no. There's a kindred, a Lamia, that's attached to this.
Yeah, so I know her, Morag.
Mm-hmm.
Morag came to us. We used her blood. The people of her bloodline have this thing in their blood that makes it highly infectious. We used that to synthesize the infection part of the drug. Basically, the drug was meant to be administered to humans so that it would then get into vampires who drank from these humans and dilute their blood and lower their power, and then they would spread it again every time they bit after. So we turned them against themselves. They would be their own worst enemy as they needed to feed more and more because the blood was getting diluted. They would be spreading that further and further, and more kindred would get infected, and as they would get infected, you can imagine that it wouldn't take very long for everyone to get it, and then once they had it, it made them much easier prey for Aegis.
I knew that she worked with Aegis, but I just can't fathom why.
I don't know either. That's something you'll have to ask her if you find her.
And hopefully this card for this club will help me get to her.
Just so you know, it wasn't the only one. As far as I know, there were at least 5 other kindred that had turncoat our kind now, I guess. They all had code names, so I don't know exactly who they were, but they all started in Chicago a couple years ago.
Do you happen to know the code names?
I can get them to you.
Appreciate it.
I don't know if any of them are here. Like I said, this started in Chicago a couple years ago, but it's possible there would be some here. But I have to be honest and say that Montreal was never a main target for Aegis at first. It was kind of an afterthought city. They wanted to run the trial here because it was smaller than another city and it was more controllable.
Well, as I said, it looks like Montreal is now the center of every vampire shenanigan, it seems.
There's a way of studying certain patterns before a kind of apocalyptic event happens throughout history. There's a number of patterns that emerge. The first one is, and I'm talking about our people here, but the first one is that humans become aware that kindred exist. Once they do, the church becomes involved. And once the church becomes involved, the killings start. It was like that the last time this happened, in the Middle Ages during the Inquisition. It was around the time that this Camarilla was getting formed. Too much noise was being made. Humans became aware. Next thing you know, the church got involved. Sword of God. Next thing you know, you have the Inquisition and everyone burning left, right, and center. And that's when they created this little rule of ours to hide. I'm seeing that pattern here again. First with Aegis, now with this Sword of God being back. So the next step is we start dying.
It's always interesting when some of us deny our humanity. I feel like this is one of the perfect examples of how we're still human. You take a people that you don't know much about, but you're aware. The church gets involved. Bonus if there's a sickness, an illness, or plague. And no one makes it out unscathed.
Seems like whether we're human or kindred or anything else, we're pretty good at not learning from the past.
And it always finds a way to punish us. But hopefully, I'm trying to find a way to at least help it stick a bit more for us. We'll see.
There's an old saying, the present predicts the future and tells the truth about the past. I think we would be wise to look to the past, to have an idea what's coming down the pike.
It's why that's a popular tarot card spread, past, present, and future. You can't really fully grasp your present unless you know about the past, and you can't try to find ways forward without the past and the present.
Well,
hopefully the cards are in my favor.
More into algorithms myself, but I guess the tarot is a kind of form of algorithm. It's kind of arcane, only a few people really understand it, and those who do can tell a lot of shit from it, so.
Blood sorcery and all that.
Blood sorcery? What is that?
Next time we meet, I can tell you a bit more.
No.
Trade secret.
Fine. Be that way.
You can get me Timbits, and I'll tell you.
Shall I get you a whole donut, man? Closes up his computer stuff. All right. Good luck with this fourth wall thing. I mean, remember what I said. The government's involved in this somehow because they started kicking people off the island that had server farms and they let these two groups have them. So my feeling is that whoever these guys are, they're fucking connected. So, you know, tread lightly.
I will. If you see Mara soon, tell her I said hello. I haven't been able to see my coder in a bit.
No problem. We'll do that. I don't know why you like living on South Shore. It's a pain in the ass to get out there. Much prefer Montreal.
Better than Quebec City. She'll turn to leave.
And as you turn to leave, we cut back to Arkham in his office. As you arrive in your office, Constance is there. Because Constance is always there. You wanted to see me?
Yeah. Do you know anything about a place called the Fourth Wall?
I know they break it often on TV.
No.
Yeah.
It's a speakeasy type hole in the wall bar, secret blah 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 place.
Hold on, let me see if I have any notes on that. And she pulls up her phone and she starts her thumbs moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour on it. I only have a mention of it here because one of our paintings was delivered there. Someone bought something 7 months ago and gave the Fourth Wall as its delivery address on Saint Denis Street. But it's funny because the address doesn't actually exist, but if I'm looking at the map, there's definitely a building there, so it's probably some kind of like secret door situation. I mean, if it's a speakeasy, you know?
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. At least there's a better location to hone it down. That's good. That's good that we have like a record of it. Okay, I'm going to be out for the rest of the evening.
The club?
Yeah, I'm going to the club.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to come with?
No, I need you to handle things here. If
Okay.
both of us are gone, this place is gonna go to shit.
All right, I got you. Okay. Well, have fun, I guess.
It's not one of those. I wish. Okay, perfect. How are you doing? How are things?
Oh,
How are
I'm
you
great.
feeling?
You know, I'm great. Like, I'm great. It's been great. And
Are you great?
Yeah, it's great.
Great.
You know, I'm kind of getting the hang of this hunting thing. I don't think I've really kind of discovered my style yet. I'm more in a kind of exploratory phase, I think maybe is what I would call it. I've tried a few different things that I thought for sure would work. Like I used to like really buff chicks, you know, like big, and I find that that's not a good approach anymore. So, you know, I'm kind of just trying out different things. Also, I thought maybe like artistes and stuff like that, but I don't know. It just doesn't do it. So I'm still kind of looking into it, and yeah, it's been great. And look, it's really fucked up, and I'm really getting fucking worried, Arkham, because I kind of get the feeling like this is not very good. Like, well, you know, like, you know, at first, like I would drink blood from you, and then you would bring me blood, and then I started drinking it, well, directly from the tap, I guess, if we want to put it that way. And I find that when I do that, I end up thinking about the people that I did it to a lot afterwards. It feels very invasive, very assaulty, I guess, is what I want to...
Oh, okay. So you need consenting people.
But we're not allowed to
make you
tell
feel
them
better?
that we're this way, right? So how would I get someone who consents?
there are people there. I mean, think about it this way, right? Look at how you came to be. Before it was like a little secret between me and you. You took a sip type situation, and then now you got the full thing going. There are other people who are like yourself, who are in the know, who are willing to sustain us.
Oh shit! Do I have to go to goth clubs?
I mean, it depends on what you're vibing, right? Because your tastes are different. Sometimes you want Italian, other days you want Mexican, and you know.
Well, I'm more of an Echo and the Bunnymen kind of new wave girl myself, so.
There's weird. So yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, I can give you juice boxes until then.
Did you just call people juice boxes?
No, I called this juice boxes, and he takes out a blood bag and puts it on the table.
Oh, it's like those old Sunkist. Oh yeah, the old
yeah.
It doesn't feel as satisfying when I drink it from that though.
Nope. But it'll keep you when you can't find anybody, or when your humanity peaks up in moments where it should.
Okay. Also, is it normal that I can see people's auras now?
What?
I can see people's auras, like, you know, like I see like these shimmering colors around them, and it tends to, I guess, reflect their mood to a certain degree.
Oh shit! I'm gonna need to call somebody. It is normal for you. I can't do that.
You can't do that?
Yeah. So are you not?
What? Does everyone do different things? Like I thought it was going to be like, you know, like hang on the ceiling, transform into bats, that kind of stuff.
I thought you bats. Okay. You didn't read the reading that I gave you? I thought that was your bag.
Yeah, I did, but I was just like, you know. So you can't do that. You can't see people's auras.
No, I can't do that. I could do other things though, like this. And he like stands up, and he goes to a corner of his office that's very obfuscated and does Cloak of Shadows.
All right, stop it. It's not funny.
Pops up beside her like, yeah, so there's things.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I thought I could see you. I thought that I could kind of see the outline of you in the car. Maybe that's something I can do with this thing. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I think with that too, you can determine if somebody's like willing or not, if they're the vibe or what have you. Like I said, I'll make some phone calls.
Have you ever just stood in a room invisible like that while I was in the room, not knowing you're there?
Yes. That's how you were hired.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well.
All right. I'm sure they're breaking something, so I'm going to go and take care of it. But yeah, have fun. And she grabs the sip sack and puts it in her pocket. I'll for my 15-minute break later.
You don't have 15-minute breaks anymore. Like, it's just do your thing. It's pop it in the microwave, 30 seconds, flip, 10 seconds. It should be a little bit better.
It's like X Factor meal prep or something. It's like
Constance, you're a vampire now. You're a creature of the night. You're gonna do weird shit. Shit's weird now. Come on, get it together. We have shipments.
All right. Yeah. You're right. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna go in the back and not do vampire shit. I'm gonna go in the back and do some art stuff. But you know, later I'll do some vampire stuff.
Yeah, if you do vampire shit, just clean up after yourself. Like fucking, you're an adult. I have to babysit you. We're gonna go hunting together soon.
Not at a goth club though.
No, I don't do goth clubs. No.
Good. All right. One last question. Do we sparkle in the daylight?
Oh, I'm going to punch you. No. You have fangs. You have fangs. You're
Yeah, okay, I got you. 30 seconds and then 10 seconds. Got you. All right, have fun. And she leaves.
It's like actual, like, voice confusion for me. Like, what? Sick. After that, I just grab my keys and I drive to the location that I've pinned on my phone.
when you arrive, and this will be valid for both of you since I'm going to ask both of you the same question. You arrive on Saint Denis Street. Saint Denis Street, at that area just above Ontario Street, is a pretty steep hill between Ontario and Sherbrooke Street. It's a pretty steep hill, and there are bars and restaurants and different stores like on both sides. Saint Denis Street is kind of the artsy street in Montreal to some degree. It's a very French part of town. It's where the Théâtre Saint-Denis, the big French theater, is, and there are a lot of bars. So it's kind of it's got a bit of a more bohemian flair than Saint Laurent Street, which is a lot of clubs and stuff like that, but it does have a lot of restaurants and little bars and things like that, but it has a little bit more of a artistic kind of flair to it. About halfway up that hill, you find a spot where you can see a pizza parlor, a double pizza parlor, and a laundromat and a tattoo parlor. Somewhere around here is an entrance that leads to the fourth wall. I'm going to ask the same question to both of you. I'm going to assume you arrive at slightly different times so you don't run into each other at the door kind of thing. But both of you will arrive there and see this kind of setup. So I want you to tell me, how do you go about trying to find a door or find another way in? And you can do whatever you want. You can go on rooftops, you can go in back alleys, you can whatever you want to do. But kind of give me an idea how you would attempt to find the door to this place and get in.
I'm going to obfuscate myself until I see someone else go to a section that looks like it could be the door, and I'm going to try and pin it that way. I'm like, oh, look, there's a door.
And how is Claudia going to go about doing this?
Well, as I mentioned to Thomas, I have a coterie member who owns a speakeasy, so I'm going to call him as I go over this, like, hey, how the fuck do you get into these locations? Do you know about this one? Where do I go through?
Why would you want to go there, he says. Why don't you come to my place? It's so much classier.
Vincent, I love you so much. And I will be there tomorrow. I'll come visit you tomorrow. But I need this for a job. You know, and maybe I can get some details for you.
You know I'm doing my number tonight, the Four Seasons.
I know. Hey, I'll have Frederick come. Frederick will be there in my stead.
Okay, fine. It's just so much more fun when you're around.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, honey. I'll see you tomorrow, but please, can you tell me?
You know this place, the fourth wall, is not a place. It's not a us place, right? It's humans, right? You got to be careful there.
Yes, I know.
All right. Look for a mirrored cross. There's like a mirror in the form of a cross that's cracked or something like that, and then that's where you're going to find the door.
Thank you so much. And as she's giving, like, oh, my precious Toreador coterie member, you're so beautiful and so talented. I know you're going to do well tonight.
Stop it. And by stop it, I mean go on.
I'll tell Frederick to make it over there. I'll see you tomorrow, dear.
Fine. All right. Don't have any fun there.
I promise I will be just stone-faced and bitchy.
So here we go. You arrive at the place, Claudia. You look around. Give me an intelligence plus investigation.
Wait, do I see Claudia walk up? Like,
yes, but we'll get to that in a second.
All right, I just wanted to make sure I got at least that.
Ooh, okay. 5 successes.
You have no problems at all finding the place. You see a narrow iron door that's kind of tucked between two of the buildings. There's no name, there's no sign, there's nothing. There's just that strange symbol. There's a cracked mirror in the shape of a cross. You see a single red gas light that's flickering above the threshold, and there's nothing else. And it's kind of built in such a way that you almost have to walk up to it to see it. It's kind of very well obfuscated in a bit of a niche, a bit of a nook. As you approach the door and make your way in, Arkham, you see someone you don't know, but that you can tell is clearly kindred, because vampires can do that in my world. Approach the place, but approach it in a way that shows that they're not familiar with it. Like they're kind of looking around a little bit and kind of hesitating and kind of pushing their way in. Ava, would you give Arkham a bit of a description? Claudia, please.
Yes. What icon did I give her? Because I always forget this. Oh, yes. So Claudia is 5'8", 5'9", black medium, brown skin, wears her hair in like Senegalese twists. Very vibrant forest, like emerald greenish eyes. Very different from a lot of black people, but they look to be her genuine eyes for whatever reason. Carries herself tall, very flowy. Like, you know that she hangs around a lot of dancer people. Maybe she did some dancing at one point, but always a curious nature to her. Maybe looks like she has like a dagger in like tucked in like pants somewhere. One of them.
Arkham's eyes go real wide and he goes, "Oh."
But you see where she went, and you kind of put two and two together that if there's a kindred showing up at this exact place. And when you show up, you find this door. The same door that I just described with the cracked mirror in the shape of a cross. When you go to knock, the door slides open. Doesn't push in, doesn't pull, it just simply slides. You see a set of stairs leading down. This description goes for both of you. You see a set of stairs leading down. Beautiful dark ebony wood staircase. Thick runner. This cushy red velvety kind of runner in the center of it. It actually curves a little bit down at the bottom and the door is hidden, but as you walk down you see another one of those red gas lights. And as the doors to the inside open, the air inside is very thick. Candle smoke, incense, something else, something sweet, and to your delicate noses, a little wrong, a little off. Velvet lines everything. And if it's not velvet, it's leather. If it's not leather, it's this beautiful, deep, rich red wood. The light's low, soft gold behind stained glass sconces, red and purple hues swirling around every surface like reflections in a wine glass. There's music, but it's hard to place. It's low whispering, and it sounds almost half religious in tone. Choral voices, a piano from somewhere far away. That scent of incense clings to everything. It's not unpleasant, it's just strange. The space opens up into a wide sunken lounge. Tables curve like pews around a stage that doesn't look built so much as it looks ephemeral. Across the main floor, a particular wall gets your attention. It's lined with a number, 30 or more at first glance, of glass cabinets. And inside each of these cabinets is an urn, a funeral urn. You see that they're embossed with a brass plate and that there's engravings on them. As you move through the room, your skin tingles. There's something strange in the air. You look around. You feel, of course, eyes on you. The other patrons, everybody else here, appears to be human. They're talking in murmurs at little tables. They're laughing softly, drinking from various glasses. The scent of all these different drinks and alcohols and cocktails just sort of mixing with everything else in the air. You feel like they're waiting for something, like they came here to see or witness something and they're waiting. The staff, however, move among them strangely. The staff are definitely not human. There's a bartender in a high-collared vest that almost glides behind his polished bar. There's a server who's too beautiful to be real. She pauses at your side with a small nod, not a question, but an acknowledgement, as if you're expected. And she moves on. Claudia, you're the first inside. What do you do?
I think she is going to kind of just observe and see if there's anything that sticks out, more or less. Just, she knows that this is the vibe. Is there something off? Is there someone that is a little bit off?
Give me a wits and awareness roll.
Okay. One, two, three, four. Yeah, 4 successes.
Everything seems off.
Oh dear.
Everything seems strange. And the way it seems strange, that none of it feels very real. You know how you feel when you look at an image created by AI, even if it's really well done. There's something off, that uncanny valley of it all. You almost feel like you're in a AI rendition of what a speakeasy bar would look like. And you can touch everything. Touch the bar, the chairs, the patrons or the servers if you want. Everything's there. But everything has an unreal quality to it. Illusory almost. Artificial. It's deeply unsettling.
Is it... What's the best way to put it? Is it illusionary in a magic sense? Or is it more so the actions of the people and like how the setup is?
Honestly, at this particular point, it's kind of hard to tell. You're not someone who's well versed in magic. All I will say is the place is real. You're not in an illusion. But there's something about it that's makes it feel kind of unreal. You don't know if it's the lighting, if it's some kind of special effect, or what it is. But you definitely feel that this place is not normal.
Okay.
As you move about, you find a place, maybe at the bar, at the table. What would you like to do?
I think she'll be at the bar for right now. Get a glass of wine and just observe a little bit.
Bartender comes over. Definitely a ghoul. Good evening. I believe it is the first time we get to host you. I'm afraid I don't know what you drink. I promise I'll remember, though. What would you like?
I would like a Pinot Noir Whichever high end you have for the evening.
We have very high end.
Surprise me then.
There. And he goes in the back and you see him choose a bottle of wine and he opens it up and he starts pouring. Meanwhile, Arkham, you've stepped in. You're scoping out the place. You're getting the same vibes and feelings I was just giving to Claudia. You see Claudia, the only other vampire in the place, grabbing a stool at the bar.
Does he look like someone I may know? Can I do a check to see if I know this man?
I'm going to go ahead and say you don't, because you are from the South Shore and he's not someone who... True. Well, let's see if you know his public persona. So yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma plus streetwise.
Charisma, streetwise. Ooh, okay. 1, 2... 2 regulars and then 2 with pips.
Are the regulars with pips regular dice then, not hunger dice?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So then it's a critical success. So you've got 5 or 6 successes there. So you recognize him as one of the better known art critic and curators in Montreal, Arkham Olivier. You had never realized that Arkham Olivier was a vampire until today. You've been to some of his shows that he has curated. You maybe seen his gallery if you're into art, things like that. Like, you know the name. But now that you see him and you see him with your actual eyes, you realize that he's kindred. And not only that, but he is substantially older and more powerful than you. You can sense that right away.
I think.
Hold on 1 second, if you would. Let's get a description since you're looking at him from Ian. Can you give us a little lowdown on Arkham? And I assume he dressed up for the occasion, perhaps. I don't know.
No, which is surprising. Arkham is 6 foot, tan skin. He does have long-ish hair. Normally, he is dressed up for occasions such as this, sport coat type deal. But today, it's very simple. It's black slacks. He has a black button-up with sleeves rolled, and just a simple evening coat for the weather, like a peacoat vibe. He looks very poignant. You can see that his eyes are sharp. He has this stern look, and he's always. You know when you look at a person, you can tell that they're thinking, even though they're in the middle of something else. He has that look as he kind of scans the room and has this quirky look because he feels the same thing that you noticed as well. But then I think at that point he notices you at the bar, and being that he can identify that you're a kindred, he very poignantly heads in your direction.
Cool. Interesting.
There was something you wanted to do, Claudia, that I interrupted there, so I'll give you an opportunity to do that before he shows up.
There's no reason, because she was going to just simply raise a glass and give a head nod, but if he's heading over, no reason to do that.
And you arrive at the bar, sliding in, gliding in, I guess, and just...
Yeah. Evening. Sorry. Evening. I'm Arkham.
Claudia, pleasure to make your acquaintance officially.
Officially? Have we unofficially met?
No, but I've been to a couple of your viewings, I believe they're called. And I have a friend who really likes art and loves talking about the works that you host.
Oh, well. Thank you. And tell your friend I said the same.
He'll be so excited.
Didn't expect to meet a fan or a friend of a fan. So that's a first for me. And you, Claudia, you said, are you expecting me?
No. Were you expecting me?
No. Glad I ran into you, though.
Always nice to make new acquaintances. So what do
Absolutely.
I have to... What type of schmoozing must I have to do to ask what brings you here?
No smoozing. I was gonna ask you the same, but you beat me to it. I'm looking for someone.
Also the same.
Is it me?
Not tonight.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for me. Likewise, I don't think that you're the person I'm looking for either.
Both of us looking for someone. Both happening to be here in the speakeasy that is quite difficult to get into unless you know your way.
I followed you.
The friend I spoke of, he owns a speakeasy himself, so he knows the tricks.
Yeah. I don't find myself in these circles as often, so I was lucky that you came about.
The bartender slides over. Monsieur Olivier. Pleasure to finally host you here. What might I get you as far as libations are concerned? Please do keep in mind that we do not keep specialized stock. Just what you see.
Well, that kind of tampers it down, so just scotch then.
Are you a smoky, peaty, briny, or sweet kind of man?
Peaty, please.
Lefroy it is. He moves off. Gets some Lefroy 21. Pours it, brings it over. Brings the bottle, puts it next to the glass, and puts the bottle of Pinot next to the glass. I assume the lady's drink will be on your tab. And he leaves the bottle there and he leaves.
Thank you.
You've just inherited a bar tab of about $1,000.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Arkham goes, excuse me one second, and like he reaches into his coat and he has like a little vial that he takes out and he pours it in the scotch, gives it a quick swirl, puts it. Would you like some? I don't know.
Honestly, I'd be appreciated. I wasn't able to snack before coming over here.
100%. Takes out another vial. Begins to hand it to them, but then pours it for them. A little heavy-handed.
Much appreciated.
Yeah. It's AB negative. So, we're both looking for someone. We both come to the same place, both alike in being. I guess we cut through the shit. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone who goes by Ashmore, but may have a connection with an Ashmore. Don't know why. If it is the same person, they keep a similar name, but who am I to judge?
Got it. I'm looking for a woman by the name of Annabelle, or at least information to lead to them. Does that name ring a bell to you?
Does it? It does not, but I'm a couple years newer into Montreal.
Got it. Does Ashmore ring a bell to me, Bleak?
It does not either.
No. Okay.
Love going in blind. Shock.
It seems like all we can offer each other is good conversation.
Good conversation, and potentially if you notice something, I notice something, I'll pass it to you.
You get that feeling? Feels a little bit weird here. Obviously, the staff is who they are, but
It feels thick. I think that's the word. Very thick with falseness.
Like a glamour.
Like a glamour.
I assure you, your place is very real as you turn to see this man dressed in a green suit, hair slicked back, big mustache, tattoos visible on several parts of his body, his hands, his neck. He approaches. This is in fact very, very real, and he knocks on the bar, as you can tell. My name is Duca. I am here to greet you. How are you doing? I believe it is your first visit with us tonight, and he extends his hand.
I shake his hand. Yep, wonderful place.
Takes your hand. It's warm. He's obviously human.
Mm-hmm.
Such a pleasure to have such esteemed personalities in attendance tonight. I was wondering if you might be willing to step over the booth there with me so we could have a bit more of a private talk.
You're not planning to harm us, are you?
No, I would never. I'm a greeter.
Okay.
Could I insight check that? I have a specialty in detecting lies.
Sure. You can roll. He's not lying.
Okay. I'll take your word for it then.
Yep. Shall we? He
Oh.
just motions to like a booth that's not too far.
I offer
Both
a
of
hand to
us?
Claudia and go, oh no, you're definitely coming with.
I'll take your drinks, and he grabs the bottles and heads on over.
She'll take Arkham's hand and hold her wine glass in the other.
I think Arkham slams his real quick and he's like, okay, there we go.
He puts your bottles down, and then he stands and simply motions for y'all to sit before he does. Do you sit? Yes, I assume.
Yeah.
Yes.
He slides into the booth, unbuttons his jacket. Thank you so much for agreeing to step aside. I'm sure you understand that this place is not generally frequented by people of the night. We do have a few rules in place about this. We have no intentions of removing you from the premises, but it is very rare that we entertain your kind here, and so I was asked to simply come and see if there was anything I could do for you, any special requests you might have. You know, we like to keep the place clean and safe for our clients, and we'd rather avoid any sort of unpleasantness. I'm sure you understand, of course.
Of course.
I think Miss Claudia, Miss Claudia?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I believe Miss Claudia and I, we have no intention of that here tonight, just more so of good conversation and hopefully a little bit of insight.
Well, is there anything I can assist you with? I feel quite confident that you will behave appropriately, and feel no need to chaperone you, but if there's anything I can do for you before I leave you be, I'd be very glad to hear it.
Is this the only room that is accessible to the clientele, or are there second floors, bonus rooms?
There are other rooms, but this is the only room where we allow clients. Well, of course, the water closets also, but as far as entertainment rooms, this is the only place. There's no secret club in the secret club, so to speak. There's no private room for anybody. We do have offices, things of that nature, but this is pretty much what you see is what you get.
You said you haven't entertained people like us for quite some time, which tells me that you have, at least at some point, did.
No, well, people like you tend to be very enterprising, and they tend to always be on the lookout for something new and interesting to try. So once in a while, we do get someone drop in for an evening or two. But this place is pretty tame, I guess. I mean, for John Q. Public, it's very interesting and definitely worth coming back to over and over. But for people of more refined taste with more experience with, let's just say, things that are off the beaten path, and this club only holds a certain amount of appeal, and, well, frankly, that's how we like it.
Okay, well, I'm feeling very straightforward tonight, Duca, so I apologize for this. I'm looking for someone.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? Someone specific, someone by the name of Annabelle, who is of our kind. Any whisperings?
Certainly.
How much is that going to cost, my dear friend?
Oh, nothing at all. I have no intentions of divulging any information, nor would I divulge information about you and your visit here if somebody else were to ask me. Not that we're hiding anything, but this is a private club. People do expect a certain amount of privacy. I do know the name to which you're referring, but beyond that, that's all I would feel comfortable saying, really.
I respect someone who respects their position, but in this particular case, I must insist on this information. And like I said, I want to respect the sanctity of your establishment very highly. I like it here. I think what you do with the marble is perfect. And so I would like to make this as easy as possible. And like, he pulls out a billfold, he pulls out 1,000 CAD, and he puts it on the table, and he goes, "Are you feeling a little less loyal, or do we need to go a different direction?"
One moment. And he reaches up and he pulls behind him a curtain, and with a flick of his wrist, he sends it, and it glides on rails and closes off the little booth that you're in. Now that we've achieved ultimate inconspicuous.
Of course.
I'm very sorry. I'm afraid the money's not going to change anything.
If you are not able to speak to us about individuals we're looking into, is there someone you recommend that we speak to instead?
Are you looking for Annabelle also?
Oh, no. I'm looking for someone else.
Who would that be?
The name Ashmore ring a bell for you?
Yes.
Or Ashmole?
Less, but yes.
And I'm assuming you can't tell me much more about them either.
It's not an assumption if it is correct. It's more a fact. Please, no need to pull out the wallet.
Oh no, that ship has sailed. Grabs the money, puts it back in his pocket. I'd like to suggest, Blake, a composure roll here.
Please go ahead and do so.
Oh boy.
What would you suggest? Composure and what?
I would suggest composure and
etiquette.
Yeah, probably etiquette.
I don't see etiquette that often.
You really don't. Yeah, let's use it. Fuck it. I want to give this person every benefit of the doubt and a chance. So I'm gonna use a night move.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I really do want to keep it cool here, but he is tap dancing on the last nerve. Oh, he's so fucking lucky. All right, I got 5 successes.
Oh, period. Yes.
You got 5 successes. So, so what Duke sees is Arkham adjusts himself in his chair or in his seat, and he grabs his money, puts it in his pocket, and he leans forward and he goes, "Okay, again, I've had some recent life changes to where I am trying to hold to." Friend, and I apologize as a greeter and as someone who is supposed to be taking care of their guests. You're making it very hard for me to do so, but I am succeeding. All he's saying this while he has his eyes closed to him, and he goes, "Now, I'm going to ask you one more time, please respect that I am giving you the largest kindness that I can provide to you. If you can't, and there is someone who can speak to us, I do highly suggest you let us know that, please."
You hear a very distinct meow coming from underneath the table.
Is it a cat?
Yes. There is, in fact,
It is.
a cat under the table. I mean, it's clamoring for uppies.
I grab the kitty.
You grab the kitty. He says, "Ah, I see you've garnered some very interesting attention. Allow me to go and see if I can help you in any way." And he slides out and he steps out around the curtain and he closes it back. And from behind the curtain you hear, "Be back soon."
Claudia's gonna look at the cat. Do you have anything on you that gives that you are important? Because what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not even a cat person. Nothing
That's
against
a
you.
cat.
Looks at the cat. Yeah, looks at the cat.
Well.
Nothing against you.
It's
Okay.
trying to snuggle in your lap.
I let it snuggle in my lap because
You
damn
have
it,
no
that's
choice.
cute.
You have no choice.
Yeah. I have to. So he's sitting there looking at you, Claudia, going, "Sorry, I apologize for my brashness. Normally I would have eaten him by now."
No judgment. I appreciate the loyalty, but sometimes those types of people very, very annoying to work with. So I appreciate that you were able to keep your composure.
I mean, I even offered him money. I don't pay anybody. Well, I don't pay off anybody. I pay a lot of people.
I don't have that type of money to pay off people. I just simply, I have a loyal clientele and I find information for them.
Okay, well, one or two things are probably going to happen. They're going to bring someone that can speak to us, or they are going to bring a series of people to escort us out. Are you ready for either?
I have 4 daggers hidden on my person, even though I'm in a dress. So yes, I think I am.
Perfect. I could do this, and I assume there's some type of marble in here, in this little area.
Sure.
Fucking lethal body grabs it and just goes, or fluid strength grabs it and goes, just a little crack. Not enough for it to be like, "You've damaged Ark," but just to... All right, so we're good. We're good. Perfect.
Cat falls asleep.
Oh,
This is cute as hell.
it is
all right.
very precious.
That's fun. That's fun.
Maybe I
What are
can
you
tell
doing
if
after
it's
this?
cats. What am I doing after this? It honestly depends on what we get here.
That's true. Do you like jazz?
This is the same. Is Arkham hitting on Claudia?
Respectfully, 1,000%.
Okay, I will give you this tidbit. She does have a wedding ring. I do like jazz. However, if you mean this as a friend thing, like friendly colleagues, I accept. If it is something different, I do have to call my husband.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Sorry. I thought there was a thing, and we were having a good time. And
Look, listen.
I only speak to one person, and they're my assistant. So that's
It's okay. It's okay. When I was still dating him, I dabbled, and it was fine between us. With this whole everything happening in Montreal, it's a bit safe to just at least reach out and double check with him on occasion. So if you want something more, I can ask. Otherwise, friendship.
Oh yeah, no, perfect. No, not a. It's all good. I think it's the glamour, the atmosphere of the place. It's a vibe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
that's what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. Is this dude coming back yet or not? Because Arkham is frowning.
She is just smiling.
Yeah.
Like, this is funny.
He hasn't come back yet.
Okay. That's I've. Excuse me. Cat. Okay. Tries to scoot out without disturbing the cat.
The cat opens an eye, looks at you, and then goes back to sleep.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna lay you right here on the thing. I'm gonna be right back. And then opens the curtain and like scans to see.
The place is empty.
The entire place is empty.
Yep.
Opens the curtain back and goes, yeah, we need to. You could come.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
You
Two daggers in
see,
hand already.
moving around the area on the bar and on some of the tables and chairs and stuff, you see cats.
More cats? No.
Nicholas? Is Nicholas on this bar?
I'd look back into the booth where the other cat is sleeping, and I point at them and I go, "You deceived me."
It's a cat sanctuary, not a speakeasy.
Jeez. Okay. Do the cats seem like they're all evenly about, or does it look like there's a mass of them in a certain area, or?
No, they're kind of all over the place. They're moving around. They're just mostly just keeping an eye on you.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm looking for a back of the house door, whether it's behind the bar or by the bathrooms or something.
Yeah, you would certainly spot a few doors. Whether you not necessarily clear where they lead, but you do spot a few doors.
There's a few doors. Okay, Bleak, you're giving me nothing.
Give us nothing.
You're giving me nothing. Okay. I go to the. Did you say there was a door behind the bar that leads to a back?
There's a door.
Back of the
Yeah,
house
sure.
area?
There's a door behind the bar.
Okay. I go through that door.
You go through that door. You see a short corridor that leads to a couple other doors.
I follow behind Arkham as well.
Okay.
You follow Arkham?
Yes.
Yeah. I start opening doors one by one.
You open the first door, and the room itself is entirely made of mirrors. The walls, the ceiling, the floor. You are reflected over and over and over and over in this room. There's light coming from somewhere, but it's not clear where because everything is very much covered in mirror.
I close that door. I go to the next one.
You go over to the next door. You open it. You can see that it's kind of a storeroom. There are crates of alcohol and things of that nature, and anything that might be used as like kind of supplies.
Okay. Going through these doors, am I getting a sense of anything?
Can you be less vague?
I could try. This place is full of This place is filled with humans at one point. Do I smell them?
Yes.
Like all around.
Mm-hmm.
Additional
I run back.
question.
Yes.
Additional question. We both had the sense of there was something off about the place and the people in general. Has that feeling intensified, or is it still relatively just...
I would say it's still relatively the same, but you're kind of getting a feeling like you're seeing closer to the truth, though it's not the truth.
Okay.
Are there cats in this hallway?
No.
You're obligated to tell us every room we go into if there's a cat in there.
There are no cats.
There's no
in
cats in this hallway. Okay. I run back out of the door. Am I able to, first off?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm back in the main area. There's still cats?
Yes.
I grab one. I smell it. Does it smell like a cat, or does it smell like a human?
It smells like a cat.
Fuck. Okay. It goes back to the door.
You do that? You chuck the cat?
Chuck the cat.
The second you do, all the cats in here, their hackles rise and they start to hiss at you. And there's like 24 cats just suddenly staring at you, their backs up and their fur standing straight up and their tail just kind of like fluffed up, and they're just...
Now, why would you do that? I know this is a stressful situation, but don't take it on the cats.
I'm stressed they land on their feet. I thought it would be fine.
They still can be offended.
And you know what? Gladly. But we were sitting in a booth and a cat showed up and then a guy left and now there's cats everywhere. So, yeah.
All right. Again.
There's no need to hurt my cats. You hear a voice, male, older, echoing through the room. They have not done anything to you. They're simply here to keep an eye. Inform me about you. Allow me to understand you better before I decide what I want to do with you.
And you are?
My name is Ashmore.
Ah, my person.
You're a person. Great.
We'll find your person, I promise. We'll get to that.
You have discovered the secret of this place. You've seen beyond the fourth wall.
Saw what you did there. That's good.
I suspected that was going to be the case, but I did not. Okay. Yes.
How may I help you, Claudia?
I have a client looking into you and just wants to know what's the name? Tristan, yes.
He doesn't suggest that was me, the GM.
Yes.
Stage whispering it to you.
Oh, thank you. She was hosting someone by the name of Tristan. He was one thing. Now he's not. And wants to know who's the new thing.
The book salesman. Yes, he did have a bit of a moment there, didn't he?
Apparently.
Got dressed up all in red and slaughtered a whole bunch of people. The book does that, I'm told. How can I help you?
I want to know who this new...
Enfant terrible.
Yes. I'm assuming it's tied to this book, so who's the new book owner?
I am the owner of the book. The book is only one part of the whole affair. Now, there was a new enfant terrible, but he was killed not too long ago. He was pummeled to death in a room at the Ruby Foos Hotel by one of yours, someone named Margot. In attendance were two others, one named Elise and one named Fiona. They watched Margot pulverize l'enfant terrible with her bare hands. It was very brutal. very unsettling.
Does she feel like he's lying?
I don't know. How do you go about... You want to make a roll?
Yes, I would like to make a roll.
Give me a wits plus awareness.
My specialty is an insight for that.
Sounds good.
Okay. Making sure. Is it 2 dice for specialty or 1? I can't remember.
For a specialty...
Is it 2?
For a specialty, hold on, I'll tell you. Why don't I remember what a specialty does?
Yeah, same. I play so many games. You would think I would know.
Hold on. Let's ask Demiplane.
I'm manifesting if my partner sees my message before you get your answer. Oh, Miko said it's 1.
1 die, there you go.
Thank you, Miko.
Thanks, Miko.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You don't get the sense, no, that he's lying to you.
When was this?
A few months ago.
Has there not been a new one since then?
Ah, yes.
And what do I have to do to get you to tell me about that one?
Why would you like to know that? Or your patron?
Yes. And just curiosity in general.
Well, it just so happens that he's here. Why don't you ask him yourself? And as he says that, you see coming out from one of the side rooms this strange looking person dressed all in red with a red hood over their face with no holes for eyes or anything, just this hood with this kind of outline of a face behind it, and he's carrying this kind of strange machete kind of thing, and he attacks you.
Daggers! Just daggers at the ready already. Yeah, I guess stabbing. Swinging and stabbing.
Stabbing. All right. The way the initiative works in this game is that it's a priority system. So first up is surprise attackers. I'm going to go ahead and say that he surprised the hell out of you. So he's going to go first.
Yeah, that's fair. Mm-hmm.
He's coming right for you, Claudia.
I said I was going to try not to die.
What he's going to make is armed attack roll. You can, if you wish, decide to forego taking an action in order to attempt to dodge.
I'll dodge.
All right. Dexterity plus athletics.
I will use my night moves for that.
Okay.
I'll just see who's one of them. Two. Okay. 1 and 2. 3 successes.
3 successes. Arkham, you watch as this creature comes running at Claudia, swings that strange kind of square machete he's got. It bites deep into her neck, severs it cleanly, the head rolling back, falling to the floor, blood gushing everywhere.
Wait! Back it up.
No!
Cut her head off completely?
Very well. And she's standing in front of you. Her head's still on. There's no one dressed in red. We'll back it up as you requested.
No, that was more so of like, is this really happening? It's
Are you
for
certain
real?
you wish
Like,
to meet this person? The voice says.
Just knowing that they're under your employ.
Oh, they're not under my employ. I am simply a middleman. What do you say we take some time to talk? Just don't ask me about him. If you promise me not to ask me about him, we can talk.
If I promise not to ask about him, will I also be free to leave without being harmed?
As long as you don't give me reason to oppose you doing so. I am looking for friends. If you're friendly, then perhaps we can work something out.
I feel like that is becoming a vice for me, but I'm known to be understanding.
What about you, Mr. Olivier? Are you understanding?
Yeah, my questions have nothing to do with whatever that was. So I understand.
I'm sorry for causing a fright, but I needed your attention. I have your attention now, I assume.
You had my attention even before that, so...
Well, yeah, a big ethereal voice in a room with nothing but attention. Okay.
You're sitting in the booth. The cat is sitting on the table looking straight at you. The curtain is closed. Cat arches an eyebrow.
We're speaking with the cat. Yeah.
And it walks over and jumps on the bench and then goes through the curtain.
I guess we're following the cat.
Follow the cat. We'll follow the cat.
I'm taking this bottle with me. I need more drinks.
You open the curtain.
I forgot.
The place is packed. People talking, laughing, having a good time. Music's playing. Bartenders are serving drinks. Waiters moving about. You see the cat slowly making his way, winding through the room. No one seems to notice the cat.
Continue forward. I'm not paying attention to anybody in the room. I'm following this cat.
You follow the cat. You see it slip through and then walk through the door that you walked through originally, the one behind the bar. It just passes right through it.
I assume we're not passing through it.
No, as you reach for the door, one of the bartenders says, "I'm sorry, sir, this is for employees only."
We're... Shut up. And then he still goes through the door. He's so like flustered right now.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist, sir.
I'm
Employees
gonna have
only.
to insist.
You see a lot of the other employees have stopped what they're doing, they've turned, and they're just staring at you.
I don't want to be rash.
We were simply invited to speak privately with the owner.
I very much doubt that. The owner would have let us know if they wanted to speak with you. Employees only, I'm afraid.
Do you want to ask him?
There's no
Yeah,
need.
go check.
And the employee is not a man, which tells me that you don't know what you're talking about, miss. Sorry, the owner is not a man, which tells me you don't know what you're talking about, miss. So, please, if you would, let's not cause a scene. There are a lot of people here tonight.
Look, okay. The benefactor of this place did speak to us, and they are insisting that we go back here.
I very much doubt that. If you were allowed back there, we would know. We would have been told. Our employer is not on the premises tonight.
We are simply just seeking a way to bliss. Is that so difficult?
He looks at you like he has no clue what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you to step back in front of the bar, please.
We do this the old school way. I think I've composed myself enough, and I use Daunt on this dude.
Roll?
Yeah, let's roll. Give me a second here. Okay. Presence. Come on. And then
cost is free. Add your presence rating to any intimidation roll. Go ahead and make an intimidation roll. So you're going to make a manipulation plus intimidation, and you're going to add your presence rating to it. So you're going to click on manipulation, intimidation, intimidation, and then on presence.
I like to use willpower. Does that allow me to?
If you spend a willpower, you can re-roll up to 3 of your failures.
Okay. I'm going to do that. That's okay. 5 total. 5 successes total.
His eyes grow wide. As your eyes turn red, your face shifts, your fangs come out, and you hiss at him. He turns around and starts backpedaling away from you. Let's see if anybody else notices. It's not necessarily a very subtle...
No, not at all.
You do notice a few people reacting around, and a couple of people are like, what the fuck was that? What is that? And are kind of pointing, but for now, the man has backpedaled and the doorway is free.
Rushing in.
Yeah. Go.
I'm never coming back here.
No, yeah.
You step through into the hall. You see the same hall that you saw earlier with a few doors. You see the cat is waiting for you, and as you step through, he goes through a door, the door that leads to the room of mirror.
Of course.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, here we go. Walk in the room.
The door is locked.
Okay. Is it just a standard doorknob? Is there a doorknob?
There is a doorknob, yes.
Cool. I guess I'd like to use my strength just to on the door.
No problem.
Say, it's like, are we kicking the door down?
No problem. You push the door open. It breaks totally easily. No stress at all. The room beyond is just this bare, empty room with a light bulb hanging down from the ceiling in the middle of it. There is nothing in this room. There are no mirrors. There is nothing else. The walls are bare. The floor is bare. Everything is bare.
This has the annoyance of a Tremere, but worse.
I walk in the room towards where the light bulb is and go, hello? Hello?
When you walk in the room, you hear from behind you, I'm here. And when you turn around, you see the room is way bigger than it was before, and behind you where the door was is no longer a door, but there is a bit more space to the room and then stairs that lead up. And in the room behind you, sitting in a wheelchair with a few cats in his lap, is an old man. He's got a bit of a scraggly white beard. Most of his hair has fallen out. He's got a blanket on his legs. He's wearing a nice brown cardigan.
Okay.
I'm afraid you've caused a bit of a scene.
I have. And I do apologize about that. Your staff seem to have not gotten your message.
My staff? They're not my staff.
You don't own this place.
No.
You're just using it.
No.
You're not using it.
The person I work for owns the place.
God.
And they didn't give you the rights to make choices like this?
So
No,
at
in
least
fact,
let them know that we were.
Would be better if they don't find out, but thanks to your little outburst, I was expecting you to be a little bit more subtle.
Well, I guess we'll make this quick then.
My name is Ashmore. You wish to speak to me?
Yes. Thank you for meeting with us, despite the complications. You seem like someone who knows our world and knows how complicated it can be. Do you happen to know of a specific one of us named Morag? I'm mainly looking for her and what happened to her.
No, and your expectations of what I know of your kind is a little overstated. I know very little. I've had very little contact with them. My purview is somewhat different. There are others who work for my employer that handle things having to do with your kind.
Which would be what exactly?
There's a very vast machine at play. Cogs and wheels and springs, and it is very delicate, this machine, but it is very powerful and it is nearly complete. It is running currently behind everything. I am but a small cog in that machine, and that machine is what you must really worry about.
Who is your employer?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not prepared to give names right now, but I may perhaps tell you something about them. However, I need assurances because I'm no longer interested in being in their employ. You, Monsieur Olivier, are searching for someone named Annabelle.
I am.
Annabelle occupies a position similar to mine in the organization. She is the one who handles your people.
She's your point of contact.
I have very little contact with Annabelle. This is her place. This is her bar. She knew I was doing this here tonight. There'd be hell to pay, but, well, risks must be taken in order to achieve great results.
Okay. Do you know where they are currently?
I do.
What assurances do you need?
Frankly, I don't believe any of you can protect me or offer me any assurances. Your kind is a footnote. You are about to be removed as a cog in this machine. There are many movements, many effects, many comeuppance coming to a head in this city. Everyone will be paying a price. Your kind perhaps more than most. You have very little opportunity to change this fact. In fact, it may already be too late. The timekeepers are already here. The timekeepers don't show up unless things are already preordained. Do the words Fields of Gehenna mean anything to you?
Vague.
Yeah.
Enough.
Things have been confined for a while now. In the Middle East, North Africa. Places where people don't look too hard. The conflict is coming to these shores. And this is where it will begin. There's unfortunately nothing you can do about that. But you might be able to delay it. Not you personally, but collectively as a city if you choose to do that. But that is not something we're going to solve tonight. If you want answers, or at least the answers I can give you, I will need you to come and find me.
Are you speaking more in a literal sense or metaphorical?
Literal sense. We are in the metaphorical world right now. I am not here, neither are you. You're sitting in a booth staring at empty space while we are having this discussion.
Damn cat.
You know the Black Pyramid.
Yes.
The Black Pyramid is the center of everything. Everything originates from there. The people I work for are in there. The people who work for them are in there. Everything that's occurring in the city originates from there. It's a amplifier, the structure. There is a power at the core of it, and the structure amplifies its effects on the city. Dreams are poisoned, and as the dreams of the citizenry are poisoned, their hope turns to fear, disillusionment, apathy. Their actions start to lose meaning. They stop to care, and as they stop to care, the city starts to crumble. When it has crumbled enough, when decay has set in enough, then the next phase will begin. Let me be clear, you cannot stop it. This will happen. You can only affect how quickly it does. And not just the two of you, obviously. Your part in this, Claudia, your part is to come find me in the Black Pyramid. You're wily, you're creative, you'll find a way. As for you, Mr. Olivier, I see nothing for you. But you must still continue to play. You must still play your part. You must find Annabelle. I believe that your particular thread, your particular fate will be revealed once you do. Just as Caboose 2277 raiding us was preordained. Hey, thank you, Raiders. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you. We're playing Vampire the Masquerade. It's a game with mature themes, so please do take that into consideration when deciding to hang out with us. But we are grateful that you came in.
Okay. So it seems easy for you, looking at Claudia. You have nothing else for me that could at least point me in a direction other than potentially the Black Pyramid.
I believe something's about to happen. But I need to cement this deal with Claudia first. Will you come find me, Claudia? I promise you all the answers you could want. But you have to come find me at the heart of the Black Pyramid.
It's never easy to find all the answers. What makes you so sure that you can give me all of them? What guarantee can you give me?
There's your role. The role that you must play in all this. You are the one who will record everything and pass judgment at the end. I feel confident that you will get your answers.
Well, seems like I don't have a lot of leads, and this is a new one. I'll see you at the pyramid.
Excellent. Monsieur Olivier, best of luck. And the two of you are sitting in the booth again, staring at empty space. You hear outside people talking, music playing.
This was an absolute waste of time. He gets up from the booth and he starts to head out the door.
When you open the curtains, there's a woman standing there. Monsieur Olivier, I'm told you wanted to see me. My name's Annabelle.
Oh, fuck. Like, he basically goes, oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah.
I'm sure you're aware that we don't often have visitors.
Yeah, we've been told that multiple times.
Would hope
very aware.
You would show some restraint and a little bit of circumspection. I forgot she has a French accent. And a little bit of circumspection.
Respectfully, that's what I've been doing this entire evening. Annabelle.
May I sit?
Please.
She slides into the booth. She looks at Claudia. I don't believe we've met. My name is Annabelle Vadeboncoeur, and she extends a hand. But Claudia is too busy
to me
on her phone. No, to Claudia.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. Stuff happened. Please repeat that.
Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. I got distracted by a family message and then a friend message, so okay. I'm so sorry.
Annabelle says, I don't believe we've met, and she introduces herself and extends a hand to you.
Claudia Simpson. A pleasure, I hope.
Both of you recognize that she is kindred. She is older and far more powerful than both of you, and you especially, Claudia. This is an elder. You haven't encountered many elders in your time. You've met Arkham and you've met Fiona, but they are not elders. This is an elder. This is a creature of, myth and legend almost. Her very presence is kind of pushes you back into the seat a little bit. This is someone who has potentially seen 1,000 years. You don't know how old she is, but there is absolutely the weight of epics behind her.
Please don't kill me. I have some etiquette. I have some politics. I have insight and I have etiquette. Hopefully you won't kill me.
How may I help you, Monsieur Olivier?
Miss Annabelle, I'm just going to get to it, as I've been trying to this entire evening. I have a friend that needs to get in contact with you, and it's of the utmost urgency.
And who would that friend be?
Anika.
Oh. Was that bitch still alive?
Unfortunately.
Well, that's very interesting news. Do we know what Anika wants with me? Has she confided in you what she wants with me? And why are you her messenger boy? Why didn't she come herself?
She's afraid of you, like most people are.
Oh, I don't
That's
know
not
that
the
people
only
are afraid of me. There's nothing to be afraid of. I'm a very gentle soul.
Then why is the prince interested in you as well?
The prince is interested in me now. Well, I guess she might be interested in having me introduce myself. It's usually, I believe, amongst you people of the Camarilla, tradition that when you arrive in someone's city, you introduce yourself to them. But, well, where I come from, we don't have that tradition, and so I chose to ignore it. Maybe she's a little cross with me. Maybe she believes that I should have introduced myself. Is that it? Is that a simple breach of protocol, Monsieur Olivier?
I would assume so. The prince didn't get specific in reference to why, or my mind may be clouded at the moment, but yeah, there are people who would like to speak with you, and it's been a bit of a trouble to
Why
just
would your mind be clouded?
get in on it. A lot has happened to me recently.
Like what?
It's just, I'm not comfortable in speaking about that here.
No. But you should feel comfortable. We're among friends. I think you should tell me everything that's on your mind. She's going to use a discipline against you.
Oh, Lord.
No! I'm weak!
Arkham, you're having this white lady try to manipulate. No! Damn this white lady!
Fuck.
French white lady. Don't ever trust a French white lady.
What's just as bad as a British white lady? A French white lady. Oh, Lord.
Jesus. Do I need to roll something?
Yeah, so I'm checking. Give me an intelligence plus resolve.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's do it.
God, I wish I could help you in this moment. I
don't think there's anything you can do for me. Oh, shit. Okay, well, probably not enough. That's 4 successes for me, which is scraping.
Which is not enough. You feel suddenly this intense desire to want to please her. It's stronger than anything you've ever really felt. There's this throughout your entire being, your heart, your mind, your soul, every fiber of you wants to please her like no one you've ever pleased before. Has Arkham ever been blood bonded? Okay, so this is more powerful than that. This is like, this person is, and you can flavor it how you want. Maybe that your character is, has a sexual kind of attraction to her, or fears her, or maybe your character is simply looking for a favor. However you want to flavor it, it's fine. Like, it would be up to your character's personality, but you want to please her, and you find yourself talking before you really realize what you're doing. Now, you are allowed, if you want, to spend a willpower point. which will buy you a little bit of time before you have to act out. But her command is to tell her what are these things that are preying on your mind that have happened to you recently.
What you gonna do, homie? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna spend that willpower to kind of like stave this off as best as I can. And I think he kind of just sits there, and you can kind of see, like, on his face, there's that internal struggle in his mind that's happening again, and he's going, I don't mind speaking with you about this. I just feel like this isn't the proper company for that. I think maybe a Nika would be a little bit more equipped to be here with this conversation.
Is that so?
Yes. Yeah.
I want to point out to you, Ian, that she's used another power called Rationalize, which, having passed her test, will make your character rationalize everything that's happened and sort of overlook the fact that you felt compelled to do or say things beyond what you would normally do. Your character will rationalize that to himself. The vampire's victim now believe that anything they do under the influence of Dominate was a result of their own free will and defend their actions, however absurd.
Yeah, I've been drinking. It's been a very long night. This place is so comfortable. Shields go down, I guess, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you won't confide in me, then I have to assume that we're not friends.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that. It's just more so of, I'm shy.
Are you now?
Yes.
Find that hard to believe. Monsieur Olivier, I've heard things about you.
Hopefully about how shy I am.
Not quite. I've heard tales of rather debauched behavior, actually.
We all have a past. That's over and done with.
Is that so?
Yes.
Are we friends, Arkham? I want to insist on something, Ian, sorry, but the desire to please her is still there. You are not compelled because of your willpower. You are not compelled to follow it, but the desire is still there.
I think, like many friends, we would like to be in a safe space when confiding in secrets.
Do you wish to be my friend too, Claudia?
I don't know you well enough to be a friend yet, and I would like to know you better.
Of course you know me.
Do I? I'm quite new to Montreal, so I don't know.
This one's quite shy and you're quite new.
I mean, it's true. Arkham and I want to respect the rules of this establishment.
And why did you come here tonight? Tell me. Give me the same roll that I had asked earlier from Arkham. Give me a intelligence plus resolve.
I would like to rouse the blood to see if I can get some more dice for that.
Good idea.
Yeah. The whole things I could have done, but didn't.
Succeeded that. Some more. Come on. Let's see here. And so that's 3. And I would like to willpower to try to get some more.
Okay.
Come on. Ooh, okay. So I have 4 regular successes and 2 pips, and they're not on hunger dice.
4 and 2 pips. That's 8 successes. That's pretty good.
Yes. I don't know if that's enough, but I like to hope.
It is. You don't feel compelled to do anything specific.
Simply looking into things. But because of the clientele here, I think Arkham does not feel quite comfortable with indulging in much. So a more private setting, away from mortal ears and eyes, may be a bit more appropriate.
A more private setting? Are you trying to assassinate me?
Absolutely not.
No, you're not one of those BANU HAQIMs who kills people.
I am a BANU HAQIM that just simply seeks out answers and truth.
Well,
I only fight if I need to and if I'm in a dangerous setting, and as potential friends, I don't think we are in a dangerous setting. I'm just looking out for a friend and making sure that he's comfortable.
oh, looking out for Mr. Arkham here.
Yes.
That's true, Arkham.
I don't know. I'd like to think so, yes.
I'd like to thank Cujo and Crit Hit Chronicles for raiding us. Welcome.
Hi, Cujo.
Thank
Hi,
you so much,
Cujo.
gang. Hope you had a great game. Well, how about this? How about we do step aside to a more private area where we can spend some time getting to know each other a little better and perhaps become friends?
I like that. I think that would be best.
What about you, Claudia? Do you want to come with us?
Ava playing a character that was almost get outed by another fucking Annabelle is really triggered by Can I insight check her to detect, see if there's any lying
Sure.
of her intent?
Sure.
Intelligence or what else?
Would be your insight.
I mean, oh yeah, insight and what else? Intelligence or wits?
That would be your wits.
Okay. Please be kind. You've been so kind. Oh, when I lost the dice, hold on. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a skull on the hunger dice.
All right, so you got successes though, right? In addition to the
Yes.
skull. Okay, good.
Yeah.
You have zero idea. She is unreadable.
Fucking Annabelles and fucking elders. As I am someone who likes to make friends, I would hope to be able to make a new one.
Splendid. I have a place where we can talk quietly. Will you come with me? And she gets up, starts walking.
I follow behind.
I think before you move, Claudia will just like do like the hand touching the shoulder, and the black person like, "You good? Are we like besides everything? Are you like okay?"
Look, I'm leaving here with something. Okay.
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 We'll go.
Yeah,
Go.
he's still kind of wily-eyed, but Yeah, he has enough wherewithal to tell you, like, I'm fucking getting something. I've been chasing info and they're here, so I'm going.
Homie say, but this white lady, cray, with eyes only.
You follow her. She walks up the stairs, walks outside. You see there's a Range Rover there, blacked out windows, the whole 9 yards, waiting for her. There's a driver. Another man who opens the door for her. He's a ghoul, you can tell. She gets into the back. He holds the door open for the two of you.
Really like to drive myself. Is this being insisted upon?
The guy's just staring at you. She's in the car, in the Land Rover.
Fuck. Okay, I get in.
Oh, so get in.
Door closed behind you. The guy goes back, sits in front with the driver. They pull up, start driving. They go up north for a little bit and then turn west. She's looking outside the window. Not saying anything. Do you want to do or say anything during the ride?
I'm not gonna ask where we're going, but I'm gonna ask her. Is there any reason for you to quarrel with the prince or with Anika?
To be honest, I didn't even know that Anika is still alive. I don't think I have any particular beef with her. She has not been someone I've really had much contact with since the 70s. Only sporadic. She was a spy for me here in the city. She did some good work, but very lackadaisical of late. The prince, well, there was a time where the prince would have been my sworn enemy, but let's just say things have changed, and, well, I don't think I particularly think about the prince one way or the other.
Is there any other sworn enemies within Montreal that are also potentially looking for you?
Looking for me? I believe so, yes.
And that doesn't bother you?
No, you don't get to be where I am without making a few enemies along the way. I would say that with Gehenna and all that, my enemies have been quite culled, actually. The list has grown much shorter, with so many of them foolishly throwing themselves into the mouths of elders out in the fields of Gehenna. It's made some breathing room.
Some believe that you should be out there too.
Some do, but I don't. I mean, it feels like folly. The Sabbat, for centuries, has preached the return of the elders and that we should be ready, and we've done everything. We've done everything we were told to do to be ready, and when the time came, it was all for nothing. We were sacrificial cows who had fattened ourselves for the devourers. And so no, I don't think I should be there. I don't intend to go.
Wouldn't some consider that you going AWOL?
I'm sure, but with the state of the Sabbat these days, there's really no one to call me to heal. Most of them are dead, the rest are running around chickens without heads, trying to find a new reason to be.
Interesting. Where are we going?
Is there anything Claudia wants to say or do?
I don't think so. This is not the character that has beef with it, like an Annabelle, like Mila Sombra does. So there's nothing I can really think about right now that doesn't go into that one shot. Well, doesn't that many shot.
As you ask that, where are we going? She says, we're here. And you look out the window, and something you've seen only on billboards, you now see for real. You see a giant pyramid of dark glass. Unfinished as of yet. Still under construction for the most part. As the car pulls into an underground parking garage ramp underneath the pyramid, Claudia, you hear a voice in your head that says, "See, I told you you'd find a way here." And now you're
muted. What? You're muted. Yeah, that whole bit was muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm so angry. As it's as gaudy as Vegas and as ominous as the White House. Lovely.
I'm sure you'll find it very comfortable. And we can talk and become very best of friends. And that, my friends, is where we are going to end tonight.
Fuck you. Fuck you so much. Fuck you.
Yep. You know what? It's funny. It's funny that the universe played out the way it was, and Ava and I were playing tonight, and this is what happened. I think this is funny.